You say this about people, you curse a lot, you always doing this, blah, blah, blah. I know, depending on who's saying it, if you're in tune with me and my platform. I can tell based off of your response to me. If you see me in the live, on the comments or what have you, I know if you actually know what I do on this app. When I see most of this fuck shit, I ignore that shit because it make no sense. It literally don't make sense. And I've positioned myself to where I'll either respond to it, or because I want to troll or get a laugh off, I'm going to engage you in the comments or whatever and just fuck around with you because I can. Because I know you don't know me. I know you don't know what I do on this app. You just one of these fucking weirdos who want to be in the comment section doing weird shit. And you don't matter to me because you're not in tune with me on my platform and what I actually do on here. It's actually a skill to be able to be on this app, live hop, go from panel to panel to panel, be in all these spaces and not get personal. That's actually a skill that if you see a comment, or excuse me, a topic, a quote, do you agree, disagree, to not get too personal about you. That's actually a skill. And a lot of people don't know how to do that. You see a topic, you see a question, you get into your personal life, you get into your relationship, you start you start digging deep about your family shit, or everything about you, you go internal. You start sharing shit where, for the sake of the live or the conversation, it's just something that you, in my opinion, you should be speaking in general. In my opinion, you should not get on this motherfucker. And if it's a topic about marriage, you start talking about how you got married, how many kids you have, everything about you. Because like I said before, people are listening to use this shit against you later on. Because there's wicked ass fucking people on this app, literally with that intention. They're on this app just to fuck with people. You'll even see in people's bios, Troll King, Troll Page, the Troll Queen, I'm the biggest troll. You're on this app just to fuck with people. So with that in mind, if most people who are on this app doing this, why would I get on this shit and get personal knowing how most people on this app operate? Most people on this app don't give a fuck about anybody that's in the platform. They're just on this app to entertain themselves and get by the day. That's what a lot of people on this app say. So when you see a situation like this, and the sister is literally crying out for help, and she's spiraling out of control, and she's speaking on her personal experience, and she's saying all these things about herself, what are you taking from that? Are you worried about the fact that she's going through some shit? Or are you one of these people on this app that look at this shit and it's entertaining to you? And you'll be in the comments just writing a bunch of bullshit. Ma'am, but in this, you're crying now, but last week you said this about this person. We don't believe you. Nobody cares, ma'am. Are you one of those weirdos? Or are you one of those people that'll sit around and actually want to hear what this sister got to say? And stay close to when she's in different platforms and watching to see if she actually gets through what she's going through. That's not an actual question. That's just something I'm speaking to the live about. Most people that saw this shit, it was almost 500 people in that live. Most people, in my opinion, on this app are going to watch this sister go through what she's going through, have been watching since Monday. Because if it was Tuesday, excuse me, and she said she was live for 3 days, since Saturday, people have been watching and listening to this woman since Saturday, since the weekend. Just watching shit. They want to see her spiral. They want to see her bothered. They want this sister to continue to cry about the fact that her business was affected by that woman up there. They want to see her go through this dark ass shit. That's the only reason they're watching this woman and listening. Most of these people are not watching to see if she's going to get better. They don't want her to do a 180. They don't want her to do a 180. They want her to stay in this energy, in this place of being traumatized, of feeling a kind of way, being in a negative space, being affected in terms of her mental health. They want to see this dark shit continue on. Most motherfuckers want to see that. Just think about how this app works and what you hear these people say, how you hear these people move. This is sad, bro. But in all this shit, in my opinion, for me, when I see something like this happen, I hone in on that person, excuse me. Like I said before, I'm going to be in your platform. I'm going to sit in your comments. I'm going to drop you a DM or so. I'm going to check in on you from time to time, the way I see fit based off how I move on this app. I'm going to be in your comment section encouraging you. I'm going to sit in your panel, even if you got a vent. I'm going to sit there and listen and let you get that shit out because you need that. Most people on this motherfucker won't do that. I'm not saying I'm going to make this shit, I'm going to befriend this woman because of this. But y'all got to be in these spaces and let these people get that shit out. You have to sit there and, in my opinion, just be there and let this woman get this shit out and work through that trauma. Show up and allow a sister or anybody who it is get through their shit. Because if that's not what we doing on this shit, what are we doing this shit for? Are we all on this, or the question is, why are y'all on this shit happy that somebody's going through some shit like this? When I say this all the time, you'll get on this app, you claim that you care about the black community. You give a fuck about black people. You care. You care about homelessness. You care about when people going through shit. You care about people. You're a good person. You're a friend. You're this, that, and the third. Yet you will watch this shit and literally be entertained as if this shit is fun. Watching somebody be traumatized on an app is entertaining and it's going to get you through your workday. This is amazing. This is good for you. You give this shit a thumbs up type shit. A lot of y'all are weird, man. But all I know is I don't move that way, bro. There's people on creators on this shit, for example, I've been in tune with from how I met them. They was live talking about their trauma. And because I was a formal social worker and was in youth development almost 15 years, when I hear that shit, I see the humanity in people. Like, okay, I see your message. I see what you're doing. I notice that you get on your platform and you speak on these things and you're open or vulnerable with your platform in a certain way. I actually fuck with that. And because of that, and because I see how you move and what you're doing, I'm going to rock with you. And there's a handful of people on this app who are live creators who move that way. They're not on this app hosting these lives about a motherfucking Risa Tisa. That bullshit. You don't see them making videos using black people for content. You don't see them with more than 10,000 followers picking and choosing who they fuck with. And most importantly, take somebody on an app like this and use them. Make a video about that person and make sure they get what is it, a little over 1,000 views so they can get a paycheck from this app. There's people on this app that don't move that way and use people. But there's a lot of people on this app that do. There's a lot of black brothers and sisters on this app who have a following, and they're at a point when whatever content they make, they get paid for it. And they're willing to use their own fucking people to make $1. I always say about this app, I'm amazed as to how I've been watching people expose who they are, or people in the community. There's a lot of black people in the community that don't give a fuck about people. There's a lot of people on this app. There's a person on this green screen who literally does this shit just to make $1. They don't give a fuck about anybody. As long as you hit their Cash App, as long as you gift them, as long as you subscribe, that's the only thing they worried about. They don't give a fuck about who's being affected by this shit in a negative way, like a sister like this. They don't give a fuck about the fact that attached to their name is a bunch of people speaking up on the reality that they got fucked over in their platform. They don't give a fuck about that. As long as they could get on this shit and y'all throw all kind of money at these motherfuckers, that's all they care about. But let them have a brother like me to go on their platform and ask them to host a live about black men's mental health. Let me come in your panel to say, ma'am or sir, can you host a live about mental health? More specifically, what black men go through? Watch how they take that question and say, yeah, Speak, I'm going to do this. And do a whole fucking live asking black men why they single. Why y'all single, black men? Watch them have a bunch of people share the live with me and say, Speak, they're doing a live for you. It's about the same thing that you asked for. Black men's mental health or mental health in general. Okay, I'll be there. You get in a motherfucking live, they're asking black men why they single. That is not the same fucking thing. Some of these people on this shit don't give a fuck, bro. They'll create drama, they'll do all kind of wicked shit just for $1. But again, there's people on this app who I've been in tune with, and I've watched them have a platform where it's a decent platform. They're having a certain type of conversation. They have a certain energy about them, and they actually are creating content or host a space where people could go in and tap in, and you ain't going to be surrounded by drama and shit, man. You're not being used for content. You're not being used to get in their guest box and then get violated. And when you get violated, you get silenced or shut down. And say because you got violated and because you want to speak on the fact that you got violated, you're trying to shut this person's platform down, or you're jealous of the person who's hosting the platform. But let me get the fuck on, man, because I feel like I'm just ranting at this point. But let me put it this way. Pay attention to when people are on this app. They're on a live, on a guest box. They're hosting a live, or they're in the guest box crying out for help. Know the difference between somebody on this app, when they're in a live, when they're not right, when they're trying to say something or communicate something and it's not working out. Pay attention to the people that's actually fucking suffering. They're showing you it, but they're not saying it. Listen to the things that these people are saying. No matter what topic it is, it's everything they're saying rooted in trauma. It's anytime they're speaking in these spaces, it seems like something is wrong, or they're always going through something. Do they never seem happy? Just pay attention to people, bro. That's all I'm gonna say on this to this motherfucker. Excuse me. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm trying to say. Excuse me. That's all I'm trying to say, man. Just pay attention. Because I feel like a lot of these people get in these spaces, they get in these panels and shit like that, and they're on this app trauma bonding, and they have not healed. And I say that all the time. You have not healed. You have not gone to therapy, and you're still stuck on your childhood trauma. You're still stuck on the traumatic shit that you dealt with. And you think that you're going to get on this app and get in these guest boxes and bond with people because both of y'all have dealt with trauma. But when y'all do that shit, y'all are literally being irresponsible with your trauma. Because if you've healed, if you actually gotten past that shit, when you speak on your traumatic experience, you're teaching people how not to follow your footsteps. In my opinion, you won't get emotional about it. Because heal people, and hurt people. That's not trauma bonding technically. I don't think you guys know what trauma bonding. Excuse me. You know how many people on this app literally get on this app and know each other because of them bonding over trauma? They got on the live. Somebody heard some shit about some traumatic shit, and now they're on their mutuals because you heard some traumatic shit from that person. And anytime you get in spaces, you get in these guest boxes, and all the shit that y'all talk about is traumatic shit. Y'all fuck with each other because y'all traumatized ass people. There's a lot of people on this motherfucker like that. That's your opinion. But best believe there's a lot of motherfuckers on this app that y'all are in tune with each other because y'all have not healed. And it shows. Your purpose on this app is to sit around on this motherfucker and just drop your motherfucking trauma on anybody. Y'all dump y'all trauma no matter where y'all go. You think it's the appropriate time to say, this happened to me, this happened with my family, blah, blah, this is my trauma, blah, 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 dot, 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 dot. Y'all get on this shit and do that shit all the time because you think these strangers care. Or you think this is your moment to shine about the fucked up shit you've been through. And you're going to gain a following off that shit. Plenty of people on this motherfucker do that. Okay. Sir, ma'am, whoever the fuck you are, that's your opinion. But best believe, I've been on this app watching motherfuckers. And most of these people, they don't teach people shit. They just get in these spaces and they constantly are talking about how traumatized they are. You ain't teaching nobody shit. You're looking for followers because you a traumatized motherfucker. You ain't healed and you ain't get over that shit. You are literally on this app bonding with people through trauma. Your mutuals are mutuals because y'all are some traumatized motherfuckers. And it shows anytime you're on a panel, anytime you're speaking on something, you are just talking about trauma. You're relating with people. Oh, I went through that too. This was my experience too. Me too, head ass motherfucker. But listen, let me get the fuck up out of here. Listen, man, real quick. Y'all tap the screen. Let's get to 40K likes. The guest box was open, man. If anybody wanted to speak on that situation, you could, but I'm going to get the fuck up out of here, man. I'm tired. My energy is off today. And I said that in the beginning. My energy is completely off today. But I hope y'all got something from watching that video, because clearly somebody could be on this app and experience a lot of shit and get on this app and tell y'all this shit is fucking with me. People could be on this app going through shit and choose to share some of that personal shit. The question is, how many people on this app will care enough to check on said person? How many people on this app will try and help a person de-escalate? How many people on this app will create a space for a person to share their shit and just be an ear to listen? How many people will watch somebody do this, something like this, and tell that motherfucker without saying it, I don't give a fuck about what you're going through? How many people will listen to this, listen to somebody experience some shit like this, go to another live and talk down on a person who's who's on this app, telling people I'm going through trauma? How many people will watch this shit and be entertained by it and say, you're lying? I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about none of that, man. Fuck that. Fuck you. You're a grown ass adult. Who cares? How many people on this app are like that? Y'all got to do better, man. That's just me. That's just me. I got to do better, man. Listen, let's get to 40K likes. Y'all support the pin gift goal or hit the CA. If you look at the writing up there, I'm going to get the hell out of here. I usually ask for 10 people to hit that CA. It's my name, Speak Your Truth, Be Loved, without the D. If you look down here, it's my same username. If you type in my name, you're going to see my profile pic. You know it's me. You know my name is Speak Your Truth, Beloved, with a D. If you type that in the CA, you take out the D, you'll see me going there. If some of y'all hit the CA or hit the pin gift card, I'm about to get the fuck up out of here. I might do this shit later on and see if people want to jump in the panel. I had somebody try to get in the guest box. I think it was 2 people. It's people, I don't know who the fuck they are. I'm guessing you probably try to come in here and probably troll or shut down the fact that I was playing this woman's, playing the video of what this woman had to say. Because I pay attention to that shit too. Who's trying to get in my guest box? Who are you? Are you new? Or are you somebody I've had a conversation with? I saw 2 people send an invite, but I ain't let them up. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely, go live later, and I'm gonna invite people up here. I'm gonna play a short part of the video, and then I'm gonna have people come up and get their opinion on how they feel about watching some shit like that, or just their opinions. Before I get out of here, excuse me, can y'all get these likes to 40K? You giving me advice. How you in there talking about you giving me advice? I didn't ask for your advice. What advice? Stop requiring other people to do it and do it yourself. What the fuck are you talking about? Require people to do what? I don't require anybody to do shit. I'm speaking on what I do. I said before, there's people on the shit I see go through shit, and I actually tap in with them. So I don't know what the fuck that was about. Yeah, you can eat a dick and get the fuck off my platform. The fuck out my comments, you fucking weirdo. Y'all tap the screen. Let's get to 40K. I only see one name or so tapping the screen, man. Yeah, I've been up for a little minute. Get some, still fasting. Let's get to 40K before I get out of here. Jen, you can stop. I don't need you tapping the screen no more. Let other people tap the screen. Do not spam like my live. You are not the only person in here. Ooh, man. Yeah, I gotta look at these accounts to make sure these are actual people, because you know how these niggas do. These motherfuckers be on some weird shit. Yeah, I tapped the screen. I want 40K likes before I end the live. I'm getting out of here. Ooh. Yeah, I know what some of these people coming here for. It's about that bullshit. Nobody give a fuck about that lady, man. And I gotta see who this is, because I think I'm gonna block your ass too. Yeah, I'm confident that's what a lot of these motherfuckers is there for. He said somebody trying to go after that woman. Yeah, y'all make shit up all the time. Y'all didn't even focus on the shit I'm bringing up. These people don't care about that lady. I'm gonna end the live in 2 minutes. I'm gone. I was just on this shit. T, you missed it. You missed it. You still there? I just saw that. I was just going up the comments to see what these people was writing. I know a lot of troll accounts came in there. But I was just giving y'all kudos. You said you was gonna do a live, or asked the questions yesterday. What should people do? Or what kind of live y'all want to have or conversation about this? Is it about awareness? Or should it be about awareness? Or something else? Because I forget what you said yesterday. That's all it was about, man. I just wanted, on the live, I let people hear some of what the lady was talking about, her response to everything. And basically just saying, when y'all are on this app, pay attention to people. Because some of these people are on this app, they going through shit. Y'all don't see it. All you hear is what they're saying. You're not paying attention to what they're going through. You're not connecting the dots. All you're doing is listening. But you don't actually see those people. And people need to, I guess, have grace and be patient with people. Because this shit here is fucked up. But again, shout out to Foxy. And yeah, more so Foxy, because we were able to hear what this woman had to say, following everything that happened. But let me get the fuck up out of here. Well, I said 2 minutes, but I just wanted to get to 40K. I'm gone. Peace, motherfuckers. I need to go get something to eat. My energy is completely off today.